Hey folks, this is Paul at RFCradio.com. Today's topic is cap and trade. What exactly is cap and trade? Well, policymakers in Washington want to dramatically change America's energy policy by regulating carbon dioxide emissions. The overriding goal is to reduce man-made global warming by lowering how much bad stuff us humans spew into the air. This is the foundation. You have to sincerely believe that humans have a statistically significant effect on the atmosphere for any of this legislation to be meaningful. If you're like me, you don't have any reason to believe that global temperatures are changing because of us evil humans. The time and money wasted by cap and trade is even more maddening to deal with. Put simply, cap and trade is a tax on energy consumption, a huge tax. In fact, it could turn out to be one of the government's largest revenue sources within the next decade. And there are two parts to it. The cap, a government-defined cap or limit, like the speed limit, on the amount of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases that can be emitted into the atmosphere. Power plants, factories, refineries, etc., will be allocated allowances or rights to emit a certain amount of 6 different greenhouse gases. Now again, you have to believe that factories, hummers, and farting cows are harming the planet for this to actually mean anything. Now what's the trade piece of it? The companies or emitters who generate less than their annual allotment can sell their excess allowances to those who do not. That's the trade. So if you break the CO2 law, you pay Uncle Sam. If you don't want to do that, you can buy carbon credits from companies owned or chaired by people like Al Gore. Want to know more about that? Just Google Al Gore carbon credits, see what you find. So I've got 2 analogies for you. Let's say you get a speeding ticket on your way to work for 15 miles an hour over the speed limit. When you get to court, the judge says, hey, instead of paying the city, you can pay this nice old lady who always drives 15 miles an hour under the speed limit. She gets some income, and you go on your way, still paying money, but just not to the government. Now that sounds pretty good, but what if that woman happens to be the judge's mom? That could be a potential conflict of interest. Here's another one. I've got a better idea. I enjoy food a lot, as you can see. However, if the government gets its hands on healthcare, it might decide to restrict benefits to me based on my lifestyle choices, such as drinking or eating, exercising or not. But what if I decide I want to eat at the buffet every day? But if I sponsor a Kenyan marathon runner to exercise for me, I can eat while he exercises. We both win, right? That's the kind of logic we're dealing with. The government wants to establish tough standards that will cause businesses to either raise their costs to meet these CO2 requirements, or they'll have to lower their production, or possibly move their businesses elsewhere, or even worse, shut their doors, causing jobs to go away. Cap and trade doesn't sound very good to me.